Aries, this is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is a message for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This message comes to you at exactly the right time. There's really no time or date, but if you want specifics to this date when I upload the videos, please check out my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, where I do a weekly breakdown of the astrology for every single week. I hope you love it as much as I do. This video is timeless, so this message will come to you when it is meant to. But if you love them fresh off the press, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Ring that notification bell so you can enjoy them as soon as I upload them. And please take it how it resonates in your life. It is, first and foremost, your reading. There seems to be some impediments to your week, or at least some things that you're pondering, it could just be something that's slowing you down in a sense, Aries. I don't necessarily see that it's a horrible thing, but there's a feeling of you see that there's a long way to go, or there's some sort of mountain to climb. And like I said, in some ways I got the feeling like you were almost happy that it was there because you want things to slow down a little bit, or we're just talking about some serious impediments that you're dealing with right now. But it doesn't mean this is only the beginning. So let's see where this goes. Could also mean that you're getting ready to go on a journey. Obedience. So we could have some issues with laws or legalities, or just a sense of feeling like you have to play a role in order to, get by anything, and that's become a great burden to you. There's also a sense of trying to sneak something in or sneak something by, trying to get into maybe a place you don't necessarily belong, because you see that obedience is not really obedience. It's presumed obedience, but there's some sort of deception and rebellion going on here, especially with regards to, it's almost like you're trying to sneak around an obstacle, kind of feeling like the obstacle is not something you should really have to be dealing with right now. So let's get a little bit deeper into this, Aries. Aries. Okay, so there's some sort of sickness or worry or stress that's been really getting to you. Why is there stress? What's going on? What's going on? What's the stress here? You know that your life is going to change dynamically. And in some ways, that is stressing you out. There is also a sense of somebody deceiving you or backstabbing you or stealing your thunder or taking from you, or in some ways there being failure because you were sideswiped or somebody undermined you in some way, especially some sort of competition or challengers, or maybe even just red tape. There is a sense of feeling like somebody didn't tell you the truth and snuck something in on you, may have made the matter worse for this situation. So hold on. And then we have the Chariot here with family moving forward, trying to move forward, or trying to leave all this behind because it seems like a bunch of BS. It's almost like Not Without My Daughter, just trying to refuse to leave without what's important to you, but definitely then trying to get out alive, that kind of energy. But let's go back. We have, the world is changing, right? This is stressing you out. This is a major change that you cannot come back from. Maybe you don't want to come back from it, right? But then we also have the Seven of Swords. So really feeling like there's a bunch of people or bullshit trying to undermine you, and definitely trying to move on and get away from that. Now, maybe this is the week when you finally do, but there's a lot for us to unravel here. So, God, if you can please explain, how are we supposed to, you are going to be unraveling that this week. Temperance is here, meaning that you're finding a way to work things out. But we also have the Ten of Swords, meaning things work out by ending things. And it could be that you are ending things, or it's being suggested to you to end things by taking your distance from them. Maybe going abroad, maybe traveling. Maybe that's why you want to travel. You actually want to get away from all these challenges and this craziness. You need to take some space, especially with regards to your family. But there's definitely some healing here that ultimately ends in something ending permanently. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is an announcement or words being spoken or information coming through when it comes to, I don't know, over the internet, getting the internet somehow, figuring something out, learning something, understanding something, or distributing information, something coming in. Understand that it could be, if this is not resonating with you, this is what I understand. It may not be directly about you. It may be all of this is happening outside of you, and it's when you get the word or news that you know you have to act on it somehow. So this is just a story still unfolding. We have the Lovers here too. We have a lot of major arcana, which means that this is definitely something that has been fated and you just kind of have to go along with. And I think that you feel this coming up. There's something here that's getting in the way of you moving forward in the direction that you want to. Somebody's undermining you in a way that is absolutely deceptive. We're going to suss out what that is. But ultimately, the way the general story finishes up, after the Page of Swords, we have the Lovers and we have the Star card. So this could have something to do with an ideal relationship, a relationship that you really feel is really wonderful, or there are definite like stuff that you have to get through before you get to that ideal space. But there is an attraction and something that you really sort of, that fulfills you and that you wished for, but there's definitely an ending that has to happen, especially with regards to somebody who has deceived you and a lot of it's almost like you're like, I'm good and I'm fine letting go of the craziness and the hassle, but now I have to actually do it and I don't want to get to it. I'd rather just sneak away, but you can't. You have, the only way out is through, right? So there is light at the end of the tunnel. You can see that there's greatness and wonderfulness on the other side, but the only way you can get there to really put it behind you is to walk through it, and there is some shit you have to confront. So definitely let's get some specifics as to who is this person that's undermining Aries, just so Aries confronts them and know. Okay, it's got something to do with a past disappointment, underlying disappointment that's been around for a while. This is Cups. So somebody definitely disappointed you, but who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Sun card, so it could have something to do with a romance. It could also, it's almost like you feel good about the disappointment now because in some ways it liberated you. So it's just a sense of you don't want to go back. You're not in the mood to go back, but for some reason you have to go back. Well, but why does Aries have to go back? I think because you left quickly. So I don't know if this is your job or a relationship, but you kind of left quickly or you left in a hurry. So you do have to go back and deal with it. The Hierophant is here saying there is some, just, it's like, it could be a marriage, right? It could even be that you're meeting somebody that you will eventually marry. But there's all this other confusion that's going on before you get to the good stuff, before you get to, I don't even think these two things are related. It could even be just like you're having family issues that you have to solve, but you've just met this wonderful person and you wish you could just focus on, that wonderful relationship, but you can't until you figure all this other crap out. And it's true. It doesn't seem that this person is going to mind. It feels like you would definitely have, this is a strong connection because we have the Lovers here, but there's a sense of it could even be them that's helping you through this circumstance or situation, that unlike other times in your life, things aren't just difficult. There is something to look forward to that's making this a little bit lighter and a little bit easier for you. But let's talk about a moon card. Let's get a moon card. Aries, luck is on your side. First card out. That's Sagittarius energy. New moon in Sagittarius. Are you ready? We have a new moon in Gemini, which is exactly opposite Sagittarius. There's a sense of show the world the real you, and luck is on your side. It's time to take aim, maybe even announce something. You have Temperance here too. That's saying, yeah, this maybe will end the pain, will end the suffering, finally. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. to be honest and truthful with what you feel and with who you are. And it's almost like it's almost like not even a suggestion. It's like the cards are saying to me, Aries can finally open up and be exactly who they are. They don't feel like they have to hold back or hide things anymore. And maybe you undermined yourself in the past, and that's what this means. You undermined yourself in the past by trying to hide those more rebellious parts of you. And you know what? It caused a great deal of anxiety. Or after a huge personal loss, you're realizing, fuck this shit. I'm not hiding anything. You know, once I lose or once I get hurt the way I got hurt, I don't have to please anybody anymore. And you're starting to realize that you're letting people undermine you, or you let people undermine you by basically not being blunt or showing them the side of you that would not be bullied or not be pushed over. And I think you're finally moving on from that, but there's so much more. Hold on. Okay, so what is this wish or dream coming true? Ace of Swords. This is clarity, information that you needed. This is also a green light, a go-ahead, a yes. This is success or victory because of clarity and because of what you've learned. And what is this? What is this coming into? Three of Cups. So it's some sort of celebration or happiness or group around you that you really dig, because there were a lot of people around you. Used to be people that used to undermine you. You know why? It's because you weren't your authentic self. You weren't showing who you really are. So you weren't you weren't around or in a situation where you could really be your true self. Now you're in a situation where you could be your true self. And you're really surrounded right now, Aries, by people who actually appreciate you. Or you will be soon. You will be soon. There is there is reason to celebrate. Okay. So let's get specific and ask God, what is the reason Aries is going to have to celebrate this week? There's a message of love coming through, or because you've decided that, yeah, there's a message of love coming through. Maybe you've even decided to take action and trust your heart and demonstrate to the world or somebody in particular that this is how you feel. You kind of know now that you have to say something and it's coming out loud. This is definitely a sense of an impassioned chance, a risk that you're taking. But it's worth taking, and saying this to somebody is a leap of faith. Saying this to somebody is a leap of faith, but you're going to be happy that you did, because it kind of buys you your freedom. Not necessarily like maybe you're getting into a relationship, right? That's not freedom, but I'm saying it buys you your freedom from feeling you can't be who you are and get what you want. You can only get what you want if you are who you are. And that's why we have the Queen of Wands here. This sense of discovery of the self, confidence in yourself, a real sense of your own courage and your own charisma and your own ability to take hold of the situation. There is an offer that is coming into you that is going to yield a great deal of celebration, especially once you confronted this gangle of idiots that you needed to confront in order to sort of break free and stop undermining yourself. So I don't know how you were undermining yourself, but this really does end in abundance and celebration. Let's see how far this goes. I'm going to go to the extended. Come on over and join me. Link is down below. If you're on a television set, you're just going to have to grab your cell phone and press the link there. I'll see you guys.